Here we are told that the perimeter of a standard size rectangular rug is 24 feet. The length is 2 foot longer than the width. Find the dimensions of the rug. In a case like this, the first thing I would do is draw a picture. So we have our rectangle drawn. From here, ask yourself, what is the one thing I know nothing about? Well, we're given a value for the perimeter, so I know what P is. Then it tells us that the length is 2 feet longer than the width. So I know something about the length. The thing I know nothing about is the width. So we will let W equal the width. Based on that assignment of our variable, we'd like to label the sides of our rectangle. We've let W be the width, and so these two sides would be labeled as W. It says that the length is 2 foot longer than the width. This would indicate that to find the length, you would want to take the width and add 2. So these two sides would be labeled as W plus 2. In general, the formula for finding perimeter of a rectangle is P equals 2L plus 2W. This formula involves 3 different variables. You have your perimeter, your length, and your width. We'd like to rewrite that formula so it only involves one variable. Perimeter, we were told, was 24. So we can make that substitution and the variable P goes away. The next piece of the formula is 2L. Well, we know that our length is actually represented by the formula W plus 2. So we will substitute and say 2 times W plus 2. And then for the last part, 2W would simply stay 2W. Now, this formula is only in terms of W, and we're given enough information at this point that we can solve that formula for W. First step, we'd want to distribute the 2 inside the parentheses. So we'd have 24 equals 2W plus 4 plus 2W. Then on the right hand side we have 2 like terms. We can combine those. The result would be 4W. And then from here we can solve the equation by subtracting 4. And then dividing by 4. And so we get a result of W equals 5. Now to answer the question, go back and be sure that you understand what the question was asking. The question asked, find the dimensions of the rug. Well, we have solved for W, and because W equaled the width, then we know that the width of the rug equals 5. Also be careful on your units. It said that the perimeter was given as 24 feet. Perimeter and length will have the same units, and so this should be width is 5 feet. Now, the length, we were told, was 2 foot greater than the width. So in this case, because the width was 5 feet, then the length is going to be 7 feet.